Hello everyone and welcome to the Aftershow, Episode 1, Season 2. Finally, after like a decade of waiting, I finally have Season 2 out, because that is how seasons really work, don't you know? Alright, so, I'm going to start by recapping the episode, and then I'm going to talk about some of the comments that people left on the episode, and address some things that you may not have known, because how could you? The episode opens at New Year's, after the first New Year's, so it's a full roundabout from the beginning of Season 1 when I started filming. So that's pretty cool. Oh, the thing in the intro, by the way, with like the girls, for those of you who don't know, is a Mad TV parody of Laguna Beach. I threw in there because I'm kind of making fun of myself and the show a bit. You should look it up, it's really funny. So here we are at New Year's, and the old crew is back, except for a few main characters who didn't make it back. Merwin and Nick and I had a falling out at the end of last season, which was in the summertime. It ended in the summertime, and we haven't spoken since. The other one is Zach, who, if you remember, pieced out of the apartment with Cody and Dave, where his name was on the lease, and then he moved to Vancouver. No one is happier to see him gone than Cody.
And thank God, Zach is no longer in town.
Who is here and still up to his old tricks, hitting on boys, and just generally being an all-around party animal. Everyone's favorite fag hag Amy's back, and she's just as catty and fun as ever.
Nice to meet you. What's your name? Michael. I'm gonna forget it. Hi guys.
Except there's a new girl who's seeing Dave now, who, if you remember, is Amy's ex-boyfriend who dumped her at the end of last season when everything went to shit. So Amy's not too pleased with this new girl, who is basically, seems like she's trying to be the new fag hag of Kelowna.
My level of attraction goes girls, gay boys, straight boys.
Blah blah recap, blah blah blah. So then we go to the dance, which I actually didn't film for once, but then I realized everyone had gone back to my house without telling me after the dance, so that was fun. They went back to my house without me. I'm the host! So I go back to my house, and apparently all this drama's gone down with this guy who was on drugs or something, and he was trying to use the stove. Scott's upset because he was being lovely and trying to watch out for the house, and kicked the guy out, and now he feels bad. Scott's always been very motherly. He cleans up at parties after everyone's passed out. So anyways, that was basically the end of the night. The next morning, well, one of the things everyone's commenting on is this guy, Max, who was my date, and ended up sleeping in my bed with another guy. So basically, he was like this Mormon, or he was from this Mormon family or something like that, but they were also like part of a gang, so it was like really messed up. Anyways, he found me on Facebook because he saw the episodes, which we ended up talking literally every day for like a month or two during the fall when I wasn't filming. So I basically took the role of helping him come out and come to terms with his sexuality. He came over one night and we had a few drinks and we danced around and then we kind of hooked up. I brought him to New Year's as my date, and he told everyone his name was Max, but his name actually wasn't Max. He just wanted to be like anonymous, so I'm gonna refer to him as Max. So then I guess I was drunk and I passed out downstairs in my basement with a bunch of people, and when I wake up the next morning to go to my room, the door is locked. Luckily, I know where a spare key is, so I open it and I find Max in my room with another guy. Oh my god. Get out of my bed. Steve Tacular asks, who was he? I'm dying to know. The other guy. The other guy was Johnny. I don't know if you remember Johnny, but he was also in Season 1. And I've always thought Johnny was a little ridiculous, and I've never really understood the attraction to him, and he always seems to end up getting the attention of people I know, and I never understand it. So it only makes sense that it would be him. That's just the way my life works.
Johnny! Geography? Stop looking at me!
Everyone commented about my reaction, how I was calm, and how they wouldn't have reacted the same way had they found their date in their bed with another guy. And I guess I was pretty calm, but, like, what do? After a certain point, you just can't react anymore. This kind of thing happens to me so much, and I don't have it on camera, but, like, literally, this is not weird for me because it's happened so often, and, like, that's why I think that the drama is funny, and why I, post it on the internet, because if I didn't laugh at it, and if I didn't laugh at the ridiculous things that went on in my life, I would go crazy. Like, of course, the guy I just spent 2 months of my life helping him come out of the closet and brought as my date would end up sleeping in my bed with Johnny. Of course. Like, what else? What else would happen? The night would go perfectly? No. At some point you just have to be like, get out of my bed, get out of my life, you're an idiot. Oh, and you want to know the best part? What he said when I confronted him about it later, I was like, what were you thinking? Like, why did you do that? And his answer was, Well, you were downstairs, and I wasn't gonna sleep alone. Obviously, I mean, of course. It all makes sense now. Please, here's my key. Use my room to have discreet Mormon closeted sex anytime you want. Rascal Rich says, drama, drama, drama. Oh my gosh, it's a Blank King soap opera. It's entertaining, but I can't wrap my arms around all the messy scenarios going on. There are so many bitches and bitchettes. It's hard to know who is sincere and who is manipulative. Can't wait to see what happens next. I just want to say that, well, first of all, it'll be more easy to understand as it goes, because there will be more consistent main characters. And second of all, I just want to say that even the people that seem like they're being a little manipulative and bitchy, I don't think anyone was sincerely like that. I think, you know, everyone just sort of had conflicting interests at some points, and that's just kind of the way it happened. I don't think anyone was actually trying to be terrible people. Forever7635 says, we want long videos, please. Done and done. This video was 8 minutes. Future videos will be around 17 minutes long. I was trying to keep it short as that's what works for YouTube. However, being that this is a different style than most YouTube videos, I realized that, you know, once you get into it, and then it's over, like, it takes a little bit longer to get into it, since it's like a story format. And Desert says, I can't decide if I'm more nervous or excited for this season to come out. This is actually Nick from the show, everyone. Spoiler alert, we become friends again. You'll see in a few episodes. What he's worried about is, he kind of sort of dated this guy in this season, and he's not sure if he wants to see it on film again. And lastly, Evan K says, oh good, I can't wait to relive this messy chapter in my life. This is Evan, everyone. He will be one of the new guys in Season 2 who you meet actually in Episode 2, so look forward to that. He broke up with this other guy who will now be in the show, and now this other guy is dating Scott. So that will be another fun plot line for you to see. That is all for the after show of episode 1, and then I will do an after show of episode 2 coming soon. Okay, bye.